Hey, welcome to Live As You Are. So I'm Devin.
And I'm Ashani, and we'll be embracing the real.
Oh, you know you're beautiful, and it's like you're untouchable.
Okay, so in our first episode of our Physical Imperfection series and our story times, we're going to be talking about hair. Yes, your crown, okay? So we're going to be talking about hair loss, thin hair, or edges, and just tell you our personal experiences from, our hair and our insecurities with our hair, our imperfections with our hair. And the first thing we want to talk about is a celebrity that's been dealing with it. So I was watching this round table talk that Jada Pinkett and her family does. It's like the three women in their family, they do a round table talk, and they talk about different issues that they've all dealt with. And in this particular episode, Jada Pinkett was talking about her hair and how she's dealt with hair loss and how it was so devastating to her, how, her hair has always been like her thing, her having long, thick hair, and how like she started dealing with hair loss and how it was, basically traumatic for her. And I just think it's kind of crazy how much effort us as women, or I know me personally, we put into our hair. So to lose your hair or to not, your hair not be perfect, it can sometimes be, weigh on your self-esteem and kind of be devastating to you. So we're gonna play a little clip of basically what Jada Pinkett was talking about and, how she had this physical imperfection and how she dealt with it.
Well, I'm gonna tell you what, I've been getting a lot of questions about why I've been wearing this turban. Yeah. Well, I've been having issues with hair loss. And I'm gonna tell you, it was terrifying when it first started. I was in the shower one day and then just handfuls of hair just in my hands. And I was just like, oh my God, am I going bald? Mm-hmm. It was one of those times in my life where I was literally shaking with fear.
That's a really scary experience.
Yeah. That's why I cut my hair.
Yeah.
And why I continue to cut it.
Yeah, just to keep it
right, I just had another okay, I think we're gonna do another layer of cutting, And my hair has been a big part of me. Taking care of my hair has been a beautiful ritual, and having the choice to have hair or not. Yeah. And then one day to be like, oh my God, I might not have that choice anymore.
It's crazy how much hair plays a part in our life and whether, how serious we take hair, And at the end of the day, it really is just hair, but we don't look at it like that. We look at it like, our pride possession. We are beautiful with our hair. If our hair, falls out, we're not as beautiful. And it's really not that. It's not, hair is just that. It is just hair,
Exactly. And in our first video, we talked about being confident. Mm-hmm. You got to be confident whether you bald-headed or not. Mm-hmm. So what? So what? Your hair is your hair. It's what God gave you. And just because your hair isn't perfect, the perfect puff or the perfect afro, it's not as thick or it's not as long, it's not this, not that, you are still beautiful. Yes. You are still gorgeous, and you have to believe that wholeheartedly. So I know Jada Pinkett was saying that she wears head wraps. She was cutting her hair first, and she wears head wraps to combat it, but I'm sure she had to come to a point where she accepted it and was just comfortable in that and embraced that. Okay, I don't have as much hair, but that's okay.
And we're all gonna lose our hair.
I'm still gorgeous.
We're all gonna lose our hair eventually when we get old. We will not have this full head of hair when we get old. So you gotta get used to it now and get ready. Because even when we're old, we will still be beautiful, hair or no.
Exactly.
Exactly. But that kind of touched me because I had an issue in middle school. Gosh. So there was this guy I had a crush on, 6th grade. And I just, growing up, I never really had no boyfriends. I was just that, cool girl. She's really nice to hang out with. She's a nice friend. Never really had the guys all over me like everyone else did. Once again, I was natural. And back then, perms were in. If you didn't have a perm, you wasn't pretty. And that's what the word was, you know what I mean? So, had a crush on this guy in 6th grade, 7th grade, same class, had a crush on him. 8th grade, I finally got the courage to tell his friend to tell him that I liked him, because I didn't have that much courage to approach him myself. So, yeah, so his friend one day told him and kind of came back to me like he was like, nah, he has a girlfriend. Later on, turns out he didn't have no girlfriend. He just wasn't interested in me. So, next thing I know is the summer of my 8th grade going to my 9th grade. And I'm begging my mom. I'm like, Mom, please let me get a perm. Please, Mom, please let me get a perm. And she was like, no. But before 9th grade started, she was like, you know what? Whatever. Do whatever you want with your hair. If you want a perm, get a perm. But mind you, it wasn't me getting a perm because I really wanted one. It was me getting a perm because I felt like that's what would make me look pretty. So I get this perm. Took me about 3 box perms for it to actually take, like for it to actually get straight. So that already damaged my hair, but I didn't care about nothing because I was like, oh, I got my perm. So I get to 9th grade and here is this guy I had the biggest crush on. And all I hear is, oh man, put me down with a shine. She looks good, she's pretty. Bro, we was just in 8th grade and you told me you weren't interested. Turns out, he was like, oh, she got a perm now, she looks good. You guys don't understand how that affected me at that age. Like, I felt like, oh, I am never going natural again. Like, I was ugly then, and now I'm pretty. And that's really sad that I let that get to my head. But at that age, you're very easily influenced. So I thought that a perm would make me look pretty, but he just confirmed it. By him saying that, he was like, oh yeah, now she's pretty. Now these guys want to talk to me. Now these guys want to date me. And I'm just like, I'm feeling the hype and everything. But in reality, that was wrong. It was wrong to think that. And it wasn't until, and I kept that mentality, like, I got to keep my perms. Even when this natural movement came back, I was like, I don't know about y'all, but I've been there, done that. I ain't going back, I would not be going back to, natural hair. Until I was put in a situation where I had no choice and I lost all of my hair due to a sickness. And I went through chemotherapy and I was completely bald. And at that point in my life, I was at my lowest. I didn't feel pretty. I didn't leave the house. But after that, I started realizing I am beautiful. With or without hair, man. I took some pictures and I was like, girl, you look good, bald. Man, I started flaunting my bald head and everybody was like, oh my gosh, you look so beautiful. And I think that was the change in my life. That from going from my middle school situation to having no choice. And it was just like, you gonna be bald. You're gonna learn to love yourself. Hair or no hair. And I've been natural ever since. Like, yes, I still do sew-ins, or I might get a blowout every now and then. But at the end of the day, child, hair is not a problem. I don't care if I got no edges. I don't care if my hair breaks off. Listen, I'm beautiful. And I will wear my shortcut. And I will wear my natural hair. And I will I will do whatever I want. Because hair is just that. And that's how I feel about hair now. It's just hair. It doesn't make me who I am. My personality is still the same. So that's my snotty little story, and but it taught me a lot about, loving myself.
Girl, yes, I totally understand where you're coming from and what you went through as far as the hair thing, because I went through a similar situation. That's kind of crazy though, the dude, with the perm thing. As soon as you got a perm, now he want to come around.
Yeah.
See, ain't nobody got time. But so my story time really deals with, first of all, I've always had fine hair since I was little, but even before I got perms, I've always had fine hair. So when I started getting perms, it really made my hair look super, super thin. So I always was very self-conscious about that because everybody else hair looking all thick, all on swole, and then my braids looking real spaced out.
Oh, dang.
And I, don't look like everybody else. So what happened to me is that I was in a relationship and it was a very toxic relationship, and it was stressing me out. And there is a such thing called stress alopecia. So I started noticing that my edges were thinning really, really bad. And it wasn't helping that the person that I was with would like tease me. He would say stuff like, "Oh, with your vanishing edges." Like he would actually like laugh and say that, like call me vanishing edges. Crazy, right?
Yeah.
So my hair, like it really got to the point where I was wearing sew-ins at the time, where I couldn't even like hide it anymore. It was to the point where I had to start to wear closures. I had to wear full sew-ins because it was just so bad. And I remember one time I took my hair out, it was bald right here. Like it was just, and I pulled my hair out. I was like, oh my God. So that was so traumatic for me because I love hair and I love makeup. And so like for me to not have any hair in the front, it was very traumatic for me. And because I had went through such a bad breakup and bad relationship, toxic relationship. But once I got over that relationship and I really started to research, how to take care of your hair, I started babying my edges. Like they're not where I want them to be, but they're way better than what they were before. And I wear my hair out. Like, yeah, I have thinner hair, but it's still pretty. Like I love it when I wear my hair out naturally. Like I'll just put it in a little wash and go. And people were like, "Oh my God, your hair is so pretty. How'd you get your hair like that?" And I'll be looking at them like, water and a little bit of product, but it makes me feel so good because it's like before I would never wear my hair out. I mean, yeah, right now I have on a wig because I choose to wear a wig. I just think it's cute, but I wear my hair out all the time, or I wear a wig, I'll do this, I'll do that. So with your imperfections, yeah, accept them, but you can still change it if you want to. Like if I want to have thick hair today, I'll have thick hair. If I want to have thin hair tomorrow, okay, I'll just wear my regular hair. Simple. So, we all have things that we're not, particularly happy about with our bodies, but they're us. So embrace it.
Yeah, embrace what you have. And it's crazy how your significant other, your person that you are so in love with, will be the person that just brings you down, and just kind of like, but
but once I got rid of his dumb ass, guess what? The edges came back.
Flourishing. But sometimes we need those times in our lives to kind of like make us recognize and realize that we don't need that. We don't need that in our life because we are good just the way we are. Our hair is fine. And those little turning points in our lives, those little issues and hurdles that we have kind of help us to grow as people and love ourselves more. So yes.
Exactly.
So with our tips, please make sure you follow us on Instagram and Twitter because we'll be posting pictures and with the products that we use. Devin has a really good oil that she's using and I'm telling you, that thing works. Huh, Devin?
Yes, but definitely. And in order of live as you are, you know what? Matter of fact, Shawnee, I'm about to take my wig off, girl.
No! Okay.
Hello. Live as you are. Live as you are. Hello.
Okay. I got a sew in. I can't do it right now, but y'all saw my natural hair in the first video. But we good. Yes, Devin. Yes.
Yes, I'm slaying, honey. Slaying. And I will be slaying until we see y'all next time.
Yes.
Bye.
Oh, you know